Hello guys and welcome back. So with the previous video that I did release, I've been getting quite a couple of questions about this TT9 that I've been mentioning in those videos. So, and with comments like that, I kind of started believing like we have kind of gotten a little bit of an influx of newer players and also returning players. And they're kind of wondering what this TT9 is. I've been talking about in like the Kama Slayer guide and also the previous video I made on my DPS test. And TT9 means Transcendent Technique level 9 as the inscription. So I've had multiple questions on how to farm this inscription and how to get them. So I thought to myself, this can warrant a little bit of a guide video on how I can show you guys how I've managed to get most of my inscriptions. I have almost maxed out everything. I do have all of the main ones. I do have my Superior Technique level 9, Unbreakable 9, Technique 9. My Distraction is 9, Swiftness, Challenger. I do have Sprint. I do have Kill Streak. Most of these are like already maxed out to level 9. And I did not spend that much gold with this. I was a little bit patient with it, unlike other people who spend a lot of gold trying to roll on the shop. So I'm just going to show you how I went about my way of getting this inscription. And if you're patient enough, you should be able to get most of the main inscriptions, minus Transcendent Technique and Advanced Skill. Those are a little bit different. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the major ones, the main ones, the Challenger ones, Resonance, Evade, there's ways to get this without having to spend that much gold. Now, without further ado, let's quickly talk about the major way where this inscription will be coming from, and that is from the inscription merchant. So for those who do not know where this one is, especially the newer players or the returning players, you will need to go over to Rhine City. So teleport to Rhine City, and then you want to head over to where you enhance your weapons. If you're a new player, just know if you cross this line, you're about to get scammed. It happens to everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a pay to win or not, or a free to play. You're gonna get scammed the moment you go inside this door. All NPCs here, even the pet NPC, they are all scammers. So what you wanna go is you wanna go over to Ellie over here, and Ellie will give you an option to spend gold, and you're gonna be reloading her shop every week for a chance to get level 3 inscriptions every 10 rolls. But remember, the gold here increases exponentially, so it is gonna become super expensive the moment you hit like 15 to 20 rolls. It starts becoming super expensive. So personally, I only rolled here like 10 to 15 times a week, depending on how much gold I've made that week, and I only reload my bound gold as someone who does not really spend money in the game. But if you are a person who spend money in the game and you've been buying gold, yeah, you can roll here as much as you can afford, basically speaking. But if you are free to play, you want to spend mainly your bound gold, because the unbound gold is so useful for other things in the game. For example, buying insignias, which are also very important for your gear progression. So TLDR, like, this is the main place you're going to be getting your major inscription. And this is where I want to talk about the Transcendent Technique and the Advanced Skill. So these two inscriptions are pretty new. The main place you're gonna be getting them is gonna be here. You're gonna reroll a total of 60 times. Well, yes, it is true that you can drop it here when you're rolling every 10 rolls. The chances of you getting Transcendent Technique and the Advanced Skill is so low. It's actually 0. something. Where is it? Here it is. Transcendent Technique and Advanced Skill share they share the same probability of 0.75%. So you have a 0.75% chance of getting the Transcendent Technique, which is also like combined with all of these level 3 inscriptions. So the chances of this appearing on this shop before level 60, it is like 0.75%. So some people are lucky, and I kind of hate you guys who are lucky with this. But most of the time, you're just gonna have to roll all the 60 rolls to get the selectable. The selectable one, you can choose Transcendent Technique or Advanced Skill depending on what you're looking for, and those are the major ones I would suggest you guys to pick from. Do not pick a Superior Technique or Accelerated Technique. I know you're kind of tempted to do that, but it is better to just get the Transcendent Technique there. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is the box that is gonna be appearing here once you do all of your 60 rolls for the week, it is gonna be the selection box 2. Remember, there is 2 different boxes in this game. There is the inscription selection box 1 and the inscription selection box 2. The difference between these 2 boxes is that the box 1 does not have Transcendent Technique inside of it. So even if it's a selectable, yeah, but that inscription does not reside inside that box. So this one will be giving you the box 2, so you can get the Transcendent Technique here, but you cannot get it in other sources if they give us this box 1 in like events and stuff, which is why you should be taking you should be getting your superior technique and things like extra technique that you need. So speaking of boxes, let me go to the second place we're going to be getting these things, and that is the events. This is also where I can show you guys these boxes. So for example, we do have the current collab event here, and on email shop you do have a selection box here that you can get. And if you look at this box, this is the inscription selection box 1. It does not have like the 2 here, and the reason for that, you look at this, it does not have the transcendent technique here. It only has like the superior technique and the normal ones that we are used to. So there's no advanced skill and there's no transcendent technique. So that is the major difference between these two boxes. Now they mainly give us the selection box 1 box in events. That's why I'm saying from the NPC, do not pick things like do not pick adaptive technique because you need one or more, or like distraction because you need one more. Just forget about it. That box from the NPC, you only get transcendent technique. But these boxes, you can choose whatever you want. Just wait for this one. Just patience space, guys. Patience space. Of late, these events have started giving us multiple of these boxes. I believe we do have another one here in the journey memories. Yeah, you're going to be getting a random box 2 here. So this one has the chance to get the transcendent technique, but I've not gotten a single one. The lucky bastards who have gotten it, I hate you all. But there's a chance on this. I wouldn't be surprised if the chance of this is 0.75, just like the NPC, but you do have a chance of getting the transcendent technique here or advanced skill. I have been mentioning this transcendent technique and advanced skill so much, and people don't even some people don't even know what this is. So the main reason why this is such a big deal is the transcendent technique. For example, let me quickly showcase the level 2 one that I have. Imagine I've not even got a single level 1, level 3. So the thing about transcendent technique is it is a major part of your class gearing, and it changes how your class plays. However, it does not do that until you max it out to level 9. So any level 2 transcendent technique or any level 1 transcendent technique you get, just dismantle it because it is completely useless. You are going to get the advantage of the technique once you max it out to level 9. So level 8 does not matter, level 7, level 6, all of those earlier levels does not matter. They give you a little bit of a damage from your skills. Actually, no, not bad. It's 10% damage on that, but still it's completely useless until level 9, which is where it changes your class completely, even gives you a new rotation, and is a massive increase in damage. For the new class like the Karma Slayer, it's basically a must-have because it's like 40% of your entire damage. Like the amount of damage increase you get from this inscription is massive. So that's the reason why it is a super important inscription to get. The other one, which I do not really have here, it's the advanced skill. So advanced skill works like fundamentals for your chest piece, and this it works like fundamentals. So the way fundamentals work, it's going to be increasing the damage on all your skills below level 30. So from like this one here all the way up, all of these skills will be increased by a massive amount. So if your class is a class that uses one of these skills as the main DPS, the Warlock is a very good example because our main DPS is going to be our Demon Mark Burst. So fundamentals is going to be buffing this skill quite a lot. So it is a must-have for this class. Now advanced skill does the opposite. It's going to be increasing damage from level 50 skills, so level 50 and above, so 50, 55, 60, 65, and it's a very massive increase as well. So if you're someone, again, I'm going to make the example of the Karma Slayer. Karma Slayer main DPS skill, once you have transcendent technique, is going to be your Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade is a level 50 skill, so you're going to need the advanced skill technique to increase the damage even more. So you just kind of get the idea why this is like super strong, and Karma Slayer kind of needs both of them. So you're gonna do a little bit more farming. So we can continue with other places you're going to be able to get this inscription. And the next one is, you guessed it, the cash shop. Now the cash shop does not give you so many of them. However, there's usually like packs that come from time to time, and they usually have a selection pack here for sale. Kind of expensive, but still you can get the selection box too. This one, of course, this one has the transcendent technique here. It's a selection box 2. Remember, there's 2 different boxes, so transcendent technique 2 here should be able to give you this selectable. Now I believe there was another one, I think it just expired, but there was another selection pack that gave you the selection box 1. There was like 2 of them here. You could buy 2. There's an account limit on 1 here, so you can buy only 1 of these, but I do believe you could buy 2 of the other selection box 1 here. but I think it kind of timed out because it usually takes like a while and then it times out, and then I think it comes back after like these 20 days, comes back with a different offer or something like that. So just keep your eye out here if you're someone who's going to be spending some money to try and rush getting some of these inscriptions. Then the next thing that this is for the free to players and also pay to wins, like it's something you're gonna be doing every day anyway. It is your dailies. So you wanna be doing your dailies mainly, and you're looking for your green energy. Now you don't have to do this with alts because again inscriptions cannot be transferred between alts, so a little sad, but yeah, you want to do your green energy with your main always, because they're going to be dropping the epic gears, and these epic gears have a chance to get the inscription. So let me just quickly do a quick daily so that I can show you guys what I mean. Just come here, do your dailies. Probably the worst dailies I've seen in an MMO, but you know, you get what you get. And then here you get a piece of gear, and this gear you have a chance of getting 2 attributes. It can be a level 3 and a level 2, a level 3 and a level 1. So it just depends with your luck. I've been getting a lot of inscription this way, so it is not a bad thing. Just make sure you are doing your dailies every single day, because you need to get all of these potential armors that you can be getting here, and you have a chance of getting very nice. This can get even transcendent technique, you can get it here, so it's very, very, very important. And on that point, there is one other way I've managed to get quite a lot of inscription, and that is crafting. So every day you can go to Oraton, and I know there's people who do this, there's people who forget about this, but you can go to Oraton. So just TP there, TP to Oraton. So this is where Oraton is. You're going to land here, come to this NPC over here, Nicole, go over to his shop. And her shop, you can see there's some flintstone here. You want to buy 30 every day. So this is something you need to be doing every day. Now the reason for this is after you buy that, you want to go to Rhine City again. So go back to our scammers, the major scammers in this game. So we are going to be going to Glen this time. So every time you're going to be doing your dailies, you're going to be earning shards. So these shards can be used to craft some pieces. This is a level 65 epic 1 pieces, not epic 2, sorry, epic 1 pieces. So these pieces over here, so these pieces you're going to be getting these weapon shards for the armor, you're going to be getting helmet shards. So this, you just get these things passively when you are doing your dailies, and they start adding up. You're going to find yourself with quite a lot. I've been crafting, so you can see some are like really not that many, but some like the bracers, I have 3,000 there. Now what you want to do here is you want to craft the level 61 epics. These are very, very cheap to get, especially if you have crafted it once. It only costs you 10,000 gold, so very, very cheap is something you want to be doing. And what this does is, for example, helmet. Now for helmet, when you craft this, there is a chance that it comes with a really good inscription. It is RNG at the end of the day, but it's just more chances. So when you craft the helmet, you just look at it. You have sweetness level 2, advanced technique level 1, right? So these are 2 free inscriptions. Like if you're a new player, this is good for you, right? So you want to do this for every piece, that as long as you have shards, you want to go for that one. And then you want to prioritize the pieces, because the flintstone here is daily capped. You can only get 30 per day. So you want to be going for pieces that you are really looking for. So if you're going for advanced transcendent technique, you start going for the pieces that will give you advanced technique, like the clothing pieces, right? So yeah, that's what you need to be doing. That's why you see I have really less of this, because I've been really crafting only the pieces I'm really looking to get what I need. You see, I got distraction level 3 by that. Very, very good example. So if you're someone who was looking for distraction level 3, you just get one like that for free. I'm hoping to get transcendent technique like this. I don't know how lucky I am gonna be, but I have gotten a lot of level 3 inscriptions like these. So it is something you need to remember to do every day. You can buy only 30 of the flintstones per day. So you just need to buy it and then wait for your shards to accumulate. The shards will accumulate pretty quickly. So make sure you just come here, craft. If you're looking for weapon, if you're looking for like weapon insignias, for example, superior technique and things like that, the weapon is kind of expensive because it does require erosion eye stones, but you can craft yourself the seal and the talisman. This one will also give you a chance to get superior technique. Oh shit, I didn't want to craft because I already have superior technique. But yeah, you have a chance to get superior technique here, alliance, things like that. Very, very useful insignias, inscriptions, sorry. So make sure you buy your daily flintstone. Is a must, especially if you're looking for all the inscriptions, because you can get all of the inscriptions here. You have a lot of shards you're gonna be getting. You're gonna be getting shards for all of the pieces at the same time. You're probably even sitting on thousands of this if you have not been doing this method. And then just make sure you buy your daily flintstone. This is the only way you can get these flintstones. I think. I don't think you can get these ones in exploration zones. I do not believe so. So yeah, get the flintstones, come and craft here, and good luck in your inscriptions. And that is it for all of the ways I've managed to get all of my inscription. I have gotten all of the inscription that I need now. So all I'm looking for is the transcendent technique and also advanced skill, because you never know, I might be class changing. I still do not know. They did buff warlock, so warlock is pretty good right now. So yeah, I've gotten all of the inscription that I need. Swiftness, just I can even try out new builds. I have sprint level 3 here, which I kind of like now. I can try attack speed, I can try, you know, suppress, things like that. So I've been really getting a lot of the level 3 inscription. Things like the distraction, I've been getting even multiple copies of level 3. You get like 6 of them, 7 of them. So yeah, so using these methods, you can stay away from someone like Ellie. You don't have to spend this much gold here. I no longer do so many rolls here. I do like 10 a week. Also, I don't really go all out, although I every time I get the good gold, I come here and roll, because I still need the transcendent technique, of course. But yeah, if you don't have that much gold, just forget about this one. But you'll also need to be a little bit patient. You need to be a little bit patient for this one. So thanks guys for watching this really quick video. I hope this has really helped you guys who have had this question of how you're going to be getting this inscription. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Like and subscribe, and peace.